Now all Bolt series machines come with dual stage air assist. Understanding what this is and how to use it will help your jobs come out perfect right from the laser machine. What is air assist? So laser machines will come with a little compressor like this, and the compressor will shoot air through this tube all the way through the machine and through your laser head. On the Bolt and the Bolt Plus, this compressor is actually built into the machine cabinet, so you won't be able to see it from the outside. The reason why you want air assist is because air assist allows for your jobs to come out clean and crisp. When you're lasering an item, smoke is generated. What the air assist does is it keeps the smoke and debris away from your material, keeping it as clean as possible. So now that we know what air assist is, let's get into what dual stage air is and what it means for you. So dual stage air allows for you to control low air and high air for engraving and cutting. So in general, you want to use low air for engraving and high air for cutting. So now I'm going to show you two different samples so that you can see it live in action what the difference truly is. Okay, for the first project, I'm going to be engraving on dual layer acrylic. Now I'm using a Bolt Plus 24, so the settings that you'll see on screen are for my machine. The first engrave will be with air off, and the next engrave will be with air on. And in LightBurn, that's something you can actually toggle and turn on and off. Now what air on and air off means for you is low air is the same as air off, and high air is the same as air on. So when you turn air off in LightBurn, that doesn't mean that your air assist will be turned off. It will automatically go to low air. So if you're cutting, turn air on, and if you're engraving, turn air off. And one thing to keep in mind is that if you're doing multiple layers within each file, to toggle your air appropriately for what you're doing on each layer. So now that I sent my file over and I have my air toggled correctly, I'd like to show you the dual stage air assist panel. Now on this, we have the PSI gauge. We have two test buttons, one for high air and one for low air. And then we have our adjustment knobs. So what this does for you is low air doesn't always have to be the same number all the time. You can hit the test button and then adjust according to the specific material that you're working on. One thing to keep in mind is that since low air is generally for engraving and high air is generally for cutting, once you get these dialed in, when you get your machine, you don't have to adjust them very much after that. So when I'm running a job, I usually don't have to worry about the adjustment knobs. I just toggle the air correctly in LightBurn, send the file, and run the job. Okay, so that was the first project with the dual stage air. We engraved the dual layer acrylic with high air and with low air. So you can see that the one with high air has a ton of buildup on the material. That means you'll have to clean it up really good, and even after you clean it, it's still going to be pretty dirty and not white like we want it. And the one with low air came out ready to go. I'm not gonna have to touch it. I could sell it as a final product and hand it to the customer fresh off the laser. Now let's move on to the wood cutting project. And here is the wood cutting project. Using low air on a cut adds a lot of buildup on the edges where you're cutting. And then when you have high air, all that soot and smoke gets pushed through the material and out of the machine, which means that your buildup is minimal. The other thing to keep in mind, when you're cutting, you want to use high air, not only because it makes your result better in the end, but it also keeps your lens clean. The cleaner your lens, the less often you're having to replace it, which means more money in your pocket. I told you guys earlier that the general rule is use low air on an engrave and high air on the cut. While that's usually the case, there are some outliers. One in particular is acrylic. So if you're cutting thicker acrylic and you want a flame polished edge, like this one has here, you have to run at high power, low air, and slow speeds. So usually you're cutting with high air, but on this, for a flame polished edge, you're using low air. Also, if you're using a bunch of different materials, it's best to dial in your air for the specific things that you're testing and using. There isn't a one-size-fits-all thing here, so definitely adjust your settings to your material so that you get the best end result possible. I hope this video helps explain what dual stage air is and why it's important to you. One more thing I want to note here is that the dual stage air assist feature actually comes on our Titan and Nova Plus series machines as well. Now, if you want more information about these machines, or if you'd like to schedule a call and purchase, please reach out to our sales team and we'll be happy to help.